Right, kick it off, bitch.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Outerverse Podcast, guys. My name is Kendall.
And my name is Corey.
And we will be your hosts for this next hour of fun and shenanigans.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us.
If you are new here, this is a place of happiness.
Absolutely.
And a place where we talk about everything from movies, comic books, TV shows, video games.
You name it.
All kinds of good stuff.
You name it, we're on that shit.
We're on that. We're on it.
Yes.
We're on it like white on rice and a paper plate in a snowstorm with a glass of milk, baby.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
That took way too long to say.
It did.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
We're glad to see you back again.
Absolutely.
For episode number 6.
Can't believe
of
we're
the
on
Outerverse Podcast.
Yeah, I can't believe we're on episode 6,
Episode
man.
number 6. We're almost at 175.
I know, but we're nowhere near 2,000.
Yeah, that's our goal. 2,000 episodes. We're on the way.
So, again, thank you so much for joining us, all of our outcasts. Ooh.
Outcasts.
The outcasts.
Yeah, we're trying to come up with a name, guys, for you guys.
Yeah. So right now all we have is the outcasts.
Wait,
so,
what are the other ones we had?
Outer Castians?
The Outer Castians?
The Outer Castians.
Outcasts? Yeah. Or excuse me, I had a nasty little burp there.
That'd be really cool.
We could call them that. Call them the
Ooh. Welcome back to the Outerverse Podcast. All of our
our loyal.
Oh man. So
anyway, yeah.
We hope you guys are doing good. Kendall, how you doing today, man?
I am extremely tired and exhausted.
I bet so.
I have worked about 14 to 15 days in a row. I lost count at this point. At my real job. Because I have one of those. And yeah, I'm pretty tired, I'm not going to lie. But I'm not too tired to do the Outerverse Podcast.
Absolutely not.
With you, Corey.
Oh, same here, man.
Yeah.
Same here. Yep. So
how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back here.
Are you just glad to be here?
I'm just happy to be here, man. Just happy to be here. So one thing I kind of wanted to mention, since we talked about it earlier before the podcast, Kendall, is
did we?
Yes, we did. Did we maybe?
Yes, of course.
Do we maybe want to mention that we will be taking a break next weekend?
Ooh, yes. So, we, as much as we love you all, we both have significant others, and this is not our full-time job. So what we are going to do is sacrifice the 10,000 new followers we would get next weekend for this episode. And we're going to not do an episode next weekend.
But we will be back.
But we will do an episode in our hearts.
We will.
And in our minds.
We will.
And in our crude poots.
In our crude poots. Yes.
We will do an episode in our spirits. But
Absolutely.
we will not be airing an episode next weekend.
We will not,
because we are going to take that time to spend with our sweet, sweet loved ones.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but we love you guys. Absolutely. We're sorry. We love you guys.
Just so you know, this was Corey's idea.
It was my idea. Kendall's on board with it, though. So. But yes, we will. But we'll be back. Won't have an episode for you next weekend, but we will be back the following weekend after. So, are we kind of ready to kick it off, Kendall? I feel like I'm kind of ready to.
Bro, let's kick this thing off like it's like we just came back from a Super Bowl halftime
like
show.
It's 1982, man.
What?
Let's kick it off like it's 1982, man.
Let's do that. I don't know what that reference is.
We need like retro music, fluorescent yellow neon lights. Yeah.
That's not retro. That was my version of a retro song. Boom, da, boom, da.
Oh man!
All right, let's kick it off. What you got?
Yeah.
What are we doing? TV shows, video games?
Yeah, kick it off, bitch.
I'm gonna hang my head. That is the second time in our first 5 minutes that I've been called a bitch. So.
You know it's not personal, Kendall.
Would you? Are we starting with video games?
Absolutely. Do you have some stuff for video games?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay, I don't have to.
I do.
Absolutely.
So, regarding, are you an Avengers fan?
Absolutely.
So, have you familiar with the Avengers video game that they are creating or have already created?
Ooh.
And they released a trailer a couple trailers for it, honestly.
I haven't.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my point about it. Is there's an Avengers video game coming out for all platforms, and I believe even PC. And they're sort of trying to do like a mainstream game with it. And when I say mainstream game, I mean like in a way that like FIFA is marketed to the whole world. Like
Gotcha.
It's a game to everyone who has ever liked the Avengers or superheroes.
Right.
It's kind of giving everyone like what they want per se, which is great, and that normally works for video games.
Yeah.
But I think that this video game, I don't think it's going to do very well. I think it looks kind of okay. It looks okay, and it's got a long. It looks like it has a pretty long, lengthy story mode.
Won't do. It will not do better than Batman, though.
No. There's no way in hell this game's gonna do well. But anyway, I think it's called like Avengers Assemble or Avengers.
But it sounds
or something.
It sounds cool though.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah. It looks good, but I just think that people are. Honestly, I just think that people are tired of Avengers right now.
Probably.
I think people are kind of hungry for something new and different.
Like a Batman. Yeah.
Like that one guy.
That
wears the bat suit.
Michael Keaton.
Ooh. Michael Keaton. Oh, don't say that. It flusters me.
Ooh.
Anyway. But yeah, the Avengers game is going to come out at some point, I believe later this year. If I'm wrong, feel free to tell me. But anyway, I don't think it's going to be very good. It looks kind of like shit, so it's going to get... I mean, the video game itself looks good, but I just think it's not going to be received well.
Yeah,
and those all-timer Avengers fans will play it, and that's probably it. But take video games like Batman Arkham, the Arkham games, and stuff like that. That like people who didn't even really care that much about Batman played those games because of the intense build of the game.
Yeah, and how like those Iron Man games sucked ass, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It did suck ass. I think the flying mechanics in that was
it was
really
terrible.
Weird,
it was terrible, man.
I watched videos on it. I never played it, though.
I played a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, and I will never get that time back.
I'll never get those moments back. Could have spent those with a loved one, which is why we're making up for it next weekend.
Absolutely.
But anyway, yeah, so the Avengers game, I think it's going to bomb, and that is the only video game news that I had this week. Second video game news. Remember I told you I had an Outerverse league?
Right.
Injustice 2 Mobile?
Yeah, a couple episodes back.
Yeah, well, I left it.
Holy shit, dude.
No one joined my league, and I got restless, and I need the rewards that the leagues offer. And you have to have active people in it who play the game in order to get the rewards. But I was just sitting in the Outerverse league by myself. Thank you.
We had a bunch of slackers in the league.
There were no slackers. There was no one, period, but me. So anyway, I left it and joined some other thing. I don't know. That's all I have for video games. What do you got?
R.I.P. Outerverse League. So maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
So I have a packed list of some spicy, high quality shit. Ooh. So.
I took one of those a while ago. Can I just say, before we get started, that was one of the most awful shits I've ever taken.
Was it really?
It was awful.
Oh, man.
It was awful.
R.I.P. your ass.
Have you ever been hiking?
Yeah.
Have you ever hiked to a waterfall?
Yeah.
Imagine I gave you a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket, and I told you, go to that waterfall and stop all of that water from hitting the ground.
Ooh,
that's what I was going through in that bathroom over there a while ago. That's what I was dealing with in there. It was monstrous.
Do you feel better?
I feel like I lost about 5 pounds. Honestly, this is probably way TMI. Anyway, sorry guys. I didn't mean to disgust you.
It's all good though. It's all good. So welcome to the Outerverse Podcast.
Yes, we're starting over. Welcome to the Outerverse Podcast.
So a trailer and demo has been revealed for a new PT-like horror game. Are you familiar with PT? The kind of it was called Silent Hills, and it was going to star Norman Reedus.
Yes.
By Hideo Kojima. Yep. And there was some drama there, so it got canned, which everyone was kind of,
But they had already made a good bit of that, didn't they?
Yeah,
they had the animated Norman Reedus in the trailer and all that shit.
In the demo, in the playable demo and everything.
Yeah.
So they had a good bit of it done. I think the story was actually done, but because of the drama that happened with Kojima and everything, you know.
So what? Refresh me on the drama. I don't know anything about that.
But
I just know of the game.
It had something to do. There was a falling out between him and the game studio, and I think he kind of wanted to just kind of go off and do his own thing. So that's kind of what I know as far as that situation. But there is a trailer and demo for a new PT-like horror game, and it is titled Under, which is being developed by Globus Interactive and will be published by Rogue.
Rogues.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. I watched the trailer. I haven't played the demo. If all of you haven't yet, excuse me, definitely check out the trailer because it looks just like PT.
Really?
Yes.
It
So
has Norman Reedus in it?
No, it doesn't have Norman Reedus. I wish it did.
So it doesn't look just like PT.
But the trailer, it looks so much like PT, and apparently what the plot is, it's set on a haunted sinking ship, and you play as a traumatized World War I veteran named Alexander, trying to escape
Alexander.
as you traverse through narrow corridors and try not to get mutilated by some creature or some shit.
You said that in a very Australian way. Mutilated.
Mutilated, yeah.
I got mutilated.
So you're trying to traverse.
Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
You're trying to escape this haunted ship that's sinking, and there's tight corridors, and there's a creature or some shit that's trying to mutilate you. So mutilated. So you're gonna get mutilated.
I'm a sucker for a good accent.
Don't get mutilated. So
don't get mutilated.
but it's called Under. And again, if you haven't watched the trailer or played the demo, all of our listeners or viewers definitely do that because it looks very promising.
It's called Under?
It's called Under.
Ooh.
It's called Under. So
under what?
Oh,
or underwear.
Underwear.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of.
It's cool.
I'm in an exhausted, goofy mood.
Hey, that's the best mood.
That's the best one.
That's the best one.
It's the crude mood.
So once again, Under, definitely check it out. It's being developed by Globus Interactive. They're an indie game studio, and to be an indie game studio, they've done a phenomenal job. If you watch the trailer or play the demo, it looks really, really promising. So
heck yeah.
So
if they make a sequel, will they call it the Over Under?
It'll be called Underrated.
It might be. You never know.
But did you have any more video game news? Or
I did not.
Okay, so you want me to just keep going?
I'm pretty heavy in TV shows and movies.
Okay, I'll just keep going then. Okay,
Keep going. Spit them at me.
I'll spit them at you.
Don't spit them at me.
I
never
will.
mind. That was a terrible one.
So I believe it was last week's episode. I touched on Far Cry 6 a little bit.
How dare you?
And we talked about Ian Carlo, who plays Gustavo Fring, and he was in The Mandalorian as well. Well, son of a bitch.
No.
The next day...
Don't say that. Don't say it.
Son of a bitch. The next day they dropped a reveal trailer. So...
Oh no.
So have you watched the trailer, Kendall?
I have not.
Oh my god.
I have not, but I want to now.
Definitely.
I'm going to.
Definitely
as
watch it.
soon as this podcast is over, it's the first thing I'm doing.
Yes, so all of you, Kendall included, all of you listening or watching,
join me. We'll watch it live.
Go watch the reveal trailer because it dropped and it looks like it's going to be the shits.
The shits?
The shits.
It looks like it's going to be... If you play this game, you will have the shits.
Better be sitting down.
It is quite the brown note.
Because you're going to shit your jockeys.
If you don't watch it, you're going to be mutilated.
You're going to be mutilated. So, but it looks like from the reveal trailer, we have a little bit more information now. It looks like the story is going to be a dictator named Anton Castillo, who is portrayed by Ian Carlo. He's trying to rule his island nation of Yara as freedom fighters fight to take control of the country. And apparently we will be playing as one of the said freedom fighters.
So let me ask you a question real quick. Is this the trailer that it gives the son a grenade?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I have seen this.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I watched it.
It's awesome.
Good.
It's awesome. And I think he just wants his son to like drop the grenade
like,
down on him.
Have this grenade.
You have this grenade. Just don't blow half
And
my
then he
face
hands
off.
it to his son and pulls the pin out, and then like walks off. He's come with me.
He walks off because he doesn't want
Except
half
for-
of his face blown off.
Except for he's not the Terminator. Come with me.
Come with me. Get to the chopper.
I don't know how to talk like Gustavo. I don't even remember what his voice sounds like.
But definitely check the trailer out.
For sure.
Definitely check it out because I thought it looked really good. I think it looks like a very promising game. So
I'm down to play it.
And we had talked about Ian Carlo in last week's episode, and he's awesome. I think he's a great actor.
Si, senor.
Yes,
Si.
I am. Absolutely.
Bueno, yes.
So-
What was that?
Absolutely.
That's how you make a new Spanish word. You just take the English word and you say it like that. Really. Absolutely.
So I'm going to transition into one last thing I have for video games.
Okay.
Did you see... I'm talking to Kendall and all of you as well. Did you see the viral video of Henry Cavill building a gaming PC?
No, I did not. Why is it? Does he want to play The Witcher or something?
No, he completely broke the internet, man. He broke the internet. Because everybody lost their shit because
Is it just because it was Henry Cavill and he was building a PC?
Yeah, he's got a tank top on, so he's like...
Yeah, his muscles are
he's
bulging.
He's straight flexing while he's doing this. He's like, he's got the PC and
Did he have two little tiny screwdrivers in his hand?
He did a really good job. I watched it.
Really?
He actually did a really good job, man.
I can't get the memory card in. Why does everyone sound like the Terminator today? I don't know.
I get to put the graphics card in.
Get on the chopper.
Get on the chopper.
Excuse me. Anyway, no, I didn't see that. I need to see that though. I'm a Henry Cavill fan.
You need to check it out. I am too. And for all of you who don't know, I'm sure you probably do know. You know, he played Superman, and he has his Netflix original series, The Witcher. So, but check that out because he completely broke the internet for some reason. I think all the women were like, "Ooh, we're swooning."
They were swooning.
But check it out. I think it was pretty funny because he's doing it. You know, he's doing it in like a muscle shirt, man. So he's like straight, he's straight flexing while he's got the PC case, and he's like,
That's funny.
I had to check to make sure it's got no kryptonite in it. You know,
No kryptonite, no.
And I have one little piece of information too that I found out, which I thought was pretty cool. That I wanted to mention as well is that a recent study. It actually shows that 214 million Americans play video games. And I was like, wow, good game, everybody.
Is that what you said? Good game, guys.
Good game. So,
214 million.
214 million Americans play video games. So,
wow.
Good game, guys.
That shows you how many Americans want to escape their lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's reckoning.
They want to bleed into the Matrix.
Exactly.
So
I want to go into the Matrix.
We are in the Matrix.
Are we?
Maybe.
We are in the Matrix. We just don't know it yet until Neo wakes us up.
Absolutely. So that's all I have for video games.
Okay.
Are you
I have one thing that we don't really have a section for this yet because we have yet to talk about one of these yet. But I have some comic book news, and I feel like
I think I know where you're going with this.
Maybe.
I think I know where you're going with this.
I feel like right after video games would probably be a good spot for comic books.
Oh, yeah,
when
for sure.
when we do have comic book news.
For sure. Absolutely.
So, I have recently learned of such a thing called Berserker.
Ooh, Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
So apparently, John Wick's. I saw this article today, and I was like, "What the hell?" I don't even really read a lot of comics, but I'm gonna read this for sure.
Right.
So star Keanu Reeves, he's writing his own comic book called Berserker.
And it looks awesome.
It does look awesome.
It looks awesome.
It looks like something Keanu Reeves would write. And the story, for people who don't, for you guys out there who don't know, this is the general premise of it. I'm going to read it. It says, the man known only as Berserker is half mortal and half god, cursed and compelled to violence, even at the sacrifice of his sanity. But after wandering through the world for centuries, Berserker may have finally found a refuge, working for the U.S. government to fight the battles too violent and too dangerous for anyone else. In exchange, Berserker will be granted the one thing that he desires. the truth about his endless, blood-soaked existence.
Hell yes.
And how to end it.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm. Did they say it was gonna be? How many issues did they say it was gonna be?
I didn't see an issue number, but I know it's gonna be probably be a running series.
That's gonna be awesome, dude.
Because he's doing it with Boom Studios, not studios, but Boom Comics.
Yeah.
And they're a subsidiary, I think, of Dark Horse. Mm-hmm. So they're like the Squire Fender kind of deal,
right?
You know what I mean? So anyway, but they've got a guy who has written a lot of crime stuff who's going to be working on helping with the drawings and stuff for it.
Right.
So, and I looked at some of the pictures of it, and it looks just like Keanu Reeves.
It does.
It looks like a John Wick comic.
It does.
Which normally would be stupid. But it's John Wick and it's Keanu Reeves.
Yes. And so definitely check that out. It's called Berserker. Check it out, man. Keanu Reeves, he's sticking his nose everywhere. I
think the first issue, what if when it comes out, the first issue is he opens it up and it's John Wick and he just goes to the Social Security office and changes his name to Berserker.
I was thinking, what if it opens and his dog gets killed?
Yeah, that would be bad too. But it's like a hellhound.
Right.
It's a hellhound.
It's a robo dog.
Yeah,
man.
robo hellhound.
Definitely check that out though, because I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was definitely going to mention that.
Really?
So and I do.
Oh, it's a 12-issue limited series. Sorry, 12 issues.
12 issues. 12 issues. So
yeah, that's about how many I have.
But check that out. You said it's called Berserker, correct?
But it's not. Yeah. But it's not spelled.
No, it's like a series of letters.
Yeah, it's like BRZRKR.
Yeah, so we're just assuming Berserker. You know?
But it does say Berserker later. It says it. It says it out later.
Okay, I was thinking like, hey, have you read that comic that's BRZ? You know.
How do you say it like it's spelled?
Berserker.
It really is Berserker.
Hey, I got
but you have to do it with your mouth closed.
I've got you right here.
Okay. Here's the good one.
Berserker. Berserker. Sounds like a ray gun.
Yeah.
Berserker.
Okay. Anyway.
But
yeah, that's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that comic.
I'm gonna buy that just so I can frame it.
Because I don't buy paper comics.
I'm gonna buy that just to frame it, so that when we make it to the top and we can get Keanu on here.
And it's a limited series.
He can sign it.
Yeah, exactly. When he comes to visit our podcast at the Outerverse. If you know Keanu out there, hit him up, put him on the Outerverse podcast, and tell him that we will have him here.
Absolutely.
Tell him to reach out to us at theouterversebiz@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
Little plug right there. Anyway.
Sign that shit, bitch.
Did you want to move on to TV shows?
Absolutely, and I think you know what I'm going to start with.
Ooh, start it off.
I'm going to start it off.
Wait. Start it off, bitch.
Okay, so we mentioned this way back, which seems like forever ago, in the pilot episode.
The very first Outerverse episode.
The very first episode.
6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago. And forefathers.
And 407 years ago, we mentioned this. Before the war.
So, we had touched on the Don Mancini's Chucky television show a little bit. But there wasn't really that much information out at the time.
Correct.
But Kendall hit me with some shit. He hit me with a hot link.
I hit him with a hot link of sausage.
Okay, so
no, just a hot link. Just a hot link. That's all.
So for all of you, all of our outcasts. Oh, you see what I did there? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So all of a berserker.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
So sorry, guys. But all of our outcasts, all of our listeners and viewers, Don Mancini dropped a very hot, spicy teaser for his new Chucky TV series.
It was a teaser.
It was a teaser.
Very teasy.
It was the same type of teaser that we got for the Fallout Amazon original show that's going to be coming out. Like 11 seconds.
Yep.
But at least it's a teaser, because I was starting to get worried because no new information had come out about that. So for a very long time, nothing has been released about that. So
through this trailer is the first time I realized that it's going to be aired on 2 networks.
I know. I thought it was going to be. I remember talking about it in the first episode that the information I had gathered at the time, it was only going to be aired on the Sci-Fi Network. But that's not the case, everybody.
It's not the case.
It's not the case.
It's not your case.
Guess what? It's been canceled and it's not happening at all.
You're off the case.
I'm just kidding.
You're off the case.
I'm just kidding. It's going to be on the Sci-Fi Network as well as USA. So that's pretty cool. I love it when shows are on two different. Cool. I love it when they're on multiple networks instead of just one.
I don't know of other shows that have done that.
Me neither, but I think it's cool.
That was funny.
But I
was trying to think of any whenever I first seen it. And
I know I've seen I remember seeing a show like a long time ago where it was on 2 different networks, but I can't remember the name of the show. So, but anyways, Don Mancini's Chucky TV series. I think, did it say he was kind of? The trailer said 2021, but I remember Don Mancini saying he was aiming for early 2021. So
you want to talk a little bit about the actual trailer?
Yeah, the actual trailer.
Just for people who haven't seen it.
Yeah, so it looks like it's in a store. It's in a toy store, and is it me, or does it look like it's been like trashed?
Yeah, it looks like the store's been looted.
It looks like it's been looted. So, but it kind of goes through the shelves, and to me, I don't think this is taking place in present time because these toys looked old as shit.
Yeah, they look really old.
They looked really old.
It's
so
like an 80s thing.
Could be. They could be going back in time.
I hope it's 90s because I'm ready for some things to start coming out with like 90s kids.
Yeah, so it kind of goes through the shelves and you see some old toys, old robot toys and whatnot. And if you paid attention, I love what he did. There's an old clock, like an old kid's clock, and it says 2021.
Really?
On it. Yeah, you didn't see that?
I did not see that.
I was like, man, Don Mancini's trying to be slick.
You're a true fan.
He's trying to be slick as shit. So
trying to be slick.
Yeah, but
snot on a doorknob.
Okay, so so it pans across the shelves on the aisle, and you see some more toys, and then all of a sudden it kind of pans really quick to the end of the aisle, and
it rotates north, from the aisle to the end of the aisle.
Okay, Columbus, and
I broke out my compass for the camera work today.
And it you kind of see a silhouette of Chucky standing there, and he kind of holds his knife up, and it looks like. Did you see behind him, like the windows of the store? You see like people walking around and shit. Did you see that?
Yeah, like people walking outside.
Yeah, like they don't even know. Like here's this trash toy store.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not boarded up or shit. You know.
It had already been looted, so no one else wants to go in there. They got all the good toys.
They could have got Chucky though.
Yeah, sure. I guess it was a good teaser.
I mean, the only thing
I wasn't too happy just because I didn't actually get to fucking see him.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a dark, shadowy. It's a silhouette, and I mean, you hear Brad Dourif's laugh at the end of the trailer, which I'm glad Brad Dourif is doing the voice because I love Brad Dourif.
But if you notice, if you go back and look at the trailer, and I don't think that you noticed this because you haven't said anything about it. And I'm actually going to go do an in-depth research thing, and then on our next episode, I'm going to confirm this. But the pose that Chucky is making, the Chucky silhouette, we assume, the pose that it is making holding a knife is, to me, looks exactly like the pose that John Travolta made in Saturday Night Fever.
It did.
His legs are spread out and like twisted a little bit, so it looks like he's like he's kind of mounted. And then he's got the like. If you just took John Travolta's stance and then wrapped his hand around a knife,
okay, I'll throw that in. I will throw that in Photoshop and
for sure. Let's do that. Let's put that picture side by side for you guys to see right up here.
Okay, that's a good idea. We'll really do that for our social media.
Yeah, let's do that.
We will do that for our social media. Yeah. So, but if
we'll make a poll,
absolutely. Which one do you prefer? Would you rather see John Travolta
or Chucky?
So, Don Mancini's Chucky TV show 2021. There is a teaser, so all of you, if you haven't watched it yet, definitely do that.
Yeah, go
definitely
check that out.
do that. So, that's all I have for that. That's all the information that they have provided. I haven't seen anything else. Have you? I haven't seen it. Just the teaser. That's all I've really seen. So, do you have any more stuff for TV shows?
Yes, I have. This is sort of not really news, but well, one of them is. One of them's not. I have two things.
Okay.
So, are you a fan of Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Do you like the... I mean, I'm not asking if you've watched it, but do you like the old Wonder Woman TV show?
Yes.
You know, where she like spins around and then she's in her outfit?
Yeah.
Anyway, so now for the first time, the entire Wonder Woman show, the collection of the show is coming to Blu-ray for the first time ever. So you can get, hopefully soon, you can get the entire classic Wonder Woman. For some reason, that's one of the only shows that never compiled all the episodes in like a series pack.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Now you can go to the store and buy them all and watch them all.
That's awesome.
Not that I'm going to do that.
That's awesome.
I'm not going to do that.
Has that so all of our viewers
really
know? So for all of our listeners and viewers, so they know, has that already released?
No.
They haven't released that
coming.
yet. It's coming.
Yeah,
okay, so they're working on
it all.
Okay, so
and
be on the
onto
lookout.
Blu-ray.
Be on the lookout for that.
Personally, I wouldn't want to watch it on Blu-ray. I want to watch it on like an old television.
Yeah, but for
you know,
all of you Blu-ray collectors out there,
exactly.
Be on the lookout for that. You want me to?
Yeah, hit me with something else.
Okay, I've got one last thing,
Okay.
and I tried to remember if we talked about this, but I don't think we did. Lucasfilms has a new animated Star Wars series that's coming to Disney Plus,
Nope, we did not.
titled Star Wars: The Bad Batch.
Ooh.
So it's set to debut in 2021.
Very original.
Yeah,
Way to go, Star Wars.
Good job, guys.
Bunch of geniuses out there.
Yeah. So Star Wars: The Bad Batch, it'll be debuting on Disney Plus in 2021. And apparently it will follow the elite clones of the Bad Batch in the immediate aftermath of the Clone Wars. So the Clone Wars animated series as well. Which,
Yeah, shout out to my friend Hunter, who has Disney Plus and watches all of the Star Wars animated series.
Oh, Hunter.
So,
be on the lookout for this one,
out
man.
for that, huh?
Yeah, he's going to jump on that shit.
You're going to jump on that one. He's going to love it.
Yeah,
I want to
so,
have him on one day maybe to talk about some Star Wars stuff.
Absolutely.
He's a pretty good
Absolutely.
fan of Star Wars.
That'd be a good episode, man.
Yeah.
We'll make an hour of power. So
Are we going to do a religious infomercial?
yes, absolutely.
I've seen one called The Hour of Power before. That's why I said that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Welcome to the Hour of Power.
We have holy water.
Call in. We will dip this cloth into the water from the Jordan River, and you will donate money.
Buy a vial of this holy water.
Buy one of my socks from a really good sermon. $6,000 a piece.
Jesus. Okay.
Yes, it is his. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So,
Anyway.
I don't think I haven't seen a trailer or haven't heard anything else about this. All I've said is that it will debut on Disney Plus in 2021. So,
I think Disney's gotten to the point where they don't even really care that much about trailers now.
they're just like,
They just release it. They know everybody in the population has Disney Plus.
it's like throwing meat to a bunch of dogs, and they're just like, here
They're
you go.
geniuses, though, because kids want nothing but Disney movies. So the parents
Yeah.
have to get it. And then when
Absolutely.
the kids are asleep, they can watch stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's genius.
So it works out perfect. I mean, they have the market cornered.
Yep, they've got us all.
They've got us all.
They've got us all by the huevos.
Because guess what, guys? One day, 2025, Disney will own the Outerverse Podcast.
They will own the Outerverse Podcast. Disney, if you're listening, write us a check for $7 million.
We promise to become kid friendly.
I will get Disney branded on my left ass cheek. I promise. And I will show it every episode.
If it's Disney, you got to say buttock.
Buttocks. Yeah, we'll change it to buttocks when you sponsor us, Disney.
Not right now, though.
Not right now, though.
Not right now. So kiss my ass. So be on the lookout for that. Star Wars: The Bad Batch, very original. So yeah.
Yeah.
But be on the lookout for that. But as far as TV shows, that's all the news I was able to gather
Okay,
for
I've
this
got
episode.
a little bit of news.
All right, well,
so
kick
are you
it off,
familiar
bitch.
Damn it. Are you familiar with Wanda Vision? The television show about Scarlet Witch and the Vision.
No.
So working on. They've already filmed it. It's already done. Well, it's not all the way done. But Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany, you know the characters from Avengers.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch and the Vision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, they have a television show series coming out in 2020.
Ooh.
Towards the end of this year.
So the fourth quarter of this year. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so news came out that, and it's basically like it's going to be set in like different past time periods.
Mm-hmm.
So the Vision is technically going to use his like powers and her powers,
right,
to like mask their looks,
okay,
and the time around them,
okay,
so that they can like be a family.
So they're gonna.
So it's gonna be more of like an old early 90s sitcom.
Okay,
kind of thing.
So they're gonna cloak themselves.
It's gonna be kind of
right?
like a Brady Bunch kind of feel. Yeah, cloaking themselves.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically.
Okay.
And it's gonna go through different they're gonna try different time periods and stuff.
Oh shit!
See what works with them.
What?
Anyway, so it's gonna be cool, but it's called Wanda Vision.
Wanda Vision.
Yeah, Wanda Vision.
Do they have any dates or anything?
Anyway, yeah, that's the news. So that's the news
Okay.
I was talking about. So reports have come out now that they are no longer delayed regarding COVID-19. So they are going to finish it up, and they are hoping to still release the show on Disney Plus by the end of the year.
Sweet.
So
Sweet.
all you
That sounds really cool.
it does sound cool. The
does.
more I read about it, the more I'm kind of interested. The pictures of it look really cool. There's one picture out of her wearing the comic book accurate Scarlet Witch costume, with the two red points and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
You'll need to shoot me the information on
Yeah, I
that
will,
so
I
I
will, for
so
sure.
I can read that, because that sounds really good. So all of our listeners and viewers, our outcasts, be on the lookout for that.
Look out for Wanda Vision.
Wanda
and we will
Vision.
keep you updated on the news regarding Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen and their new hit series, WandaVision.
WandaVision. So apparently the end of this year.
Exactly.
Is what it sounds
Hopefully.
like. So, and I'm really glad about that. I've read a lot that a lot of movies and shows are kind of starting to resume production now. So I think that's really good for the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really good for the industry. So, do you have any more stuff for TV shows, or is that?
I'm going to take something out of my movie category and move it to TV shows.
Sure.
Because I just realized that it's very TV show related.
Okay.
So, The Batman, featuring Robert Pattinson as Batman, is a movie. We know that. I know. Let me get there, guys. So the reports have come out, and it is confirmed that they are doing a spin-off prequel series, television series.
Ooh.
So kind of in the same universe as the Batman trilogy, Matt Reeves'
Really?
Matt Reeves' upcoming trilogy. So it's in the same universe, and it is basically going to show. And when I say this, don't get mad, but it's going to show like how the crime developed in Gotham City.
Yeah. Okay.
Before not before the Batman happened, but like right leading up to where this movie starts.
Okay.
So, but we're not going to see this until after the movie.
Okay. Gotcha.
So anyway, but this is in the same universe as Robert Pattinson's Batman and the whole movie.
So they're essentially using this series as clarification.
Clarification of how things came to be in that first movie.
Right. Okay.
So anyway, it sounds a lot like Gotham, the TV series, which I was
good show.
I was kind of
that was a good show. I actually like that show.
Yeah, it was a good show. Which is why I feel like it's kind of a bummer that it sounds just like that show, because I don't want to see another.
It sounds
Gotham.
a little different though.
I don't want to see another Gotham.
It sounds a little bit different. It doesn't sound like it'll follow it.
Yeah, so
exactly.
I want to read you. It's going to be on HBO Max.
Okay.
Which is also the same streaming service which is doing Zack Snyder's Justice League, and so they're steadily picking up all these DC projects.
Right.
Probably two-part reason. One, DC Universe, the streaming series, streaming service,
right,
is kind of like going downhill because they don't have enough content to offer.
Right.
So that and HBO Max is seeing how much traction this whole Zack Snyder Justice League thing has gotten for them. I mean, they have millions of projected subscribers just because of the Justice League thing.
Right. Right.
So anyway, they're picking this up and doing it. And anyway, I just want to read you guys the kind of, but before, whenever I thought, oh, it's just going to be another Gotham, then I read this, and then I got like, oh, okay, I can dig it. So listen to this. According to HBO Max, the series will be set in the world that Matt Reeves, the director, is creating for the Batman feature film. and will build upon the motion picture's examination of the anatomy of corruption in Gotham City, ultimately launching a new Batman universe across multiple platforms. The series provides an unprecedented opportunity to extend the world established in the movie and further explore a myriad of compelling and complex characters of Gotham and the Batman's mythos.
Sounds really good.
So I think it's less of Gotham. Like Gotham was creating its own story,
Right.
So this is sort of wrapping around the Batman trilogy more.
Yeah. So I mean,
kind of diving into more of the characters, but it will be the characters. A lot of the characters from the movie will also be in the show.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So they're giving us a deeper view.
Exactly.
Of
and I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
I don't know as far as Robert Pattinson's role in this. I don't know if he's going to have a role or will have much of a role.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he'll make an appearance a couple times for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all the news I have on that, and I'm excited about it.
Absolutely. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes.
And
I will keep you updated on that because I love it.
Yeah. So I'm excited for all of this Batman stuff to finally get released, so that we have some really cool shit to talk about.
Exactly.
So
we need lots of cool shit.
we need lots of cool shit. So
You think we should head over to movies?
let's head into movies, man. Movies.
We are. Yeah, we're killing it on time.
We're killing it, man. We're killing it. So, one thing I wanted to mention, and this isn't really anything new. This is just kind of general. This is just kind of general movie news, or general information, essentially.
Yeah.
So, we talked about and touched on the movie TENET or TENET a little bit. So a report that got released. For all of you who don't know, it's directed by Christopher Nolan, correct? And it stars John David Washington and Robert Pattinson. And but a report that got released is that they will need $800 million worldwide at the box office just to break even for this movie.
Really?
I'm
sure that $800 million includes all marketing costs as well.
Yes. So, but I thought that was an insane number. I mean, if you Google like budgets for new movies, the budgets that are for new movies are just getting outrageous. Yeah. I mean, the amount of money they're dumping into these new movies is insane. And
I mean, they did. To be fair, they did buy an airplane and crash it for this.
They did. They crashed that bitch.
They did crash that bitch.
So, but still, though, I mean, that is a very, very large figure, man. $800 million at the box office worldwide just to break even.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, so even if they get $900 million, they're still only making $100 million profit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it's insane.
But I think it's kind of skewed when they add the numbers in with the marketing costs.
Yeah,
because they get a lot of their marketing costs back in promotion.
Right.
But anyway, I'm curious as to how much it actually cost to make the movie.
Right.
Separate from the market, because marketing costs for big blockbuster movies would blow people's mind. It would blow you guys' minds.
Oh, it's insane
to see how much the marketing costs of these movies are. It's insane. And sometimes it's like close to like half the cost of making the movie.
And I mean, they do that with the hopes to get people at the theaters.
Yeah, exactly.
To get their money back. So, but still, that's a very large figure.
And also, I think Christopher Nolan, his films, he's at the point now where he's made so many great films to where he's probably like, I really don't care.
You know what?
I know for a fact Christopher Nolan is not sitting at home saying, "Oh, I hope we make more than $800 million."
Yeah, he's like, if it busts,
I hope we break even. I only have never made a bad movie, so.
Yeah, but I wanted to mention that too because we haven't really touched anymore on TENET. Yeah. We haven't really touched on that, but I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a really good movie.
Oh, dude, it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be great, but I kind of wanted to mention that because I saw that report pop up a couple of days ago.
I hope it's not.
I don't want to see the movie bust. I don't want to see it bust.
Well, I hope it's not. What's the other one? Inception. I hope it looks kind of similar to that.
Yeah.
As far as like the feel of it,
but the execution looks a little different.
Yeah. And the story's different.
Yeah, and the story's different.
It's always some mind bending shit. I don't know, like
damn Christopher Nolan, man.
Except for Batman, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
absolutely,
awesome. Absolutely. So Do you have any stuff for movies?
I got a couple things.
Okay,
so,
hit me with it.
This week there was a tweet released by a guy named Boss Logic. Are you familiar with this person?
No.
Me neither. So, anyway, it sounded like I was going to say someone of notoriety or something.
Right,
you know?
right.
But anyway, this guy, Boss Logic, tweeted a picture of some artwork from a movie called Justice League. So, anyway, the Zack Snyder's Justice League, as you guys know, is coming out in 2021.
Yes.
Zack Snyder's redone version of it.
And
Joss Whedon's trash shit of a Justice League movie.
And Kendall and
done.
I are excited.
We're excited.
Yes.
I've got my popcorn ready and my butter stacked
Wait,
up.
how you gonna keep it fresh, man?
I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna incubate it.
But we're excited for that, though.
Yeah, we are excited for that. So anyway, are you familiar with Batman v Superman?
Yeah, a little bit.
At the end when at the end of it, with like the Lex Luthor was on the boat.
Yeah.
And Joe Manganiello was Deathstroke, and he got up on the boat or whatever and was talking to him. Anyway, so I thought that was awesome, and I thought that Joe Manganiello would be a freaking killer Deathstroke. Like, I loved the way he looked, the way he talked. It was very comic book accurate, and it fed my nerd soul.
Yeah, they did a really good job with that casting.
There was a picture artwork that was released. It's sort of like almost like a movie poster for some Justice League stuff that had half of it was Batman's face and half of it was Deathstroke's face. Ooh. And it says... I'm looking at it right now. It says, "You're gonna lose, hero."
Oh shit!
At the top, and I'm gonna maybe I can get Corey to put it up on the
we'll,
thing, but I'm gonna show it to him real quick. This one, and then slide your finger to the left. Other way. Sorry, my bad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Guys,
what do you think about that?
That's insane.
But anyway,
we'll have that available on social media as well.
Sure. So But anyway, I seen those and I was freaking out because I was like, "Holy shit! Was he supposed to be in this movie, Justice League?" Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
It sent my mind through 1,000 different things, and then I realized that this is a fan art.
Shit.
And it really fucked my wake up.
Son of a bitch.
But anyway, there was more footage that was filmed with Deathstroke.
Really?
So maybe we can get to see Joe Manganiello in that
Absolutely.
Again.
Absolutely. But those pictures are dope. Whoever did those pictures did a really good job. So we'll post those on our social media so all of you can check it out too. Exactly. So but yeah, I think more Deathstroke content would be awesome, man.
Heck yeah.
I love his character. His character is amazing.
I do too.
He's awesome. He's badass, dude. We need to get him on the Outerverse
Especially when it
podcast.
comes into the whole Robin side of things.
Yeah.
I really like.
I need to. I tell you what. We get to episode 100. I'll dress up as Deathstroke. So
will you? Episode 100.
Episode 100. I will do it.
Damn it! Now I want to dress up as something.
But we're still on movies, and
you have anything else?
I have one last thing.
Ooh, hit me with it.
How many do you have?
One.
Yeah. Okay. So we're on the same page. I have one last.
I feel like it's a letdown though because I just let my best thing out. That was my number one movie thing. I wanted to trick people with that fan art thing.
Dude, you blew your load.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have crossed the line. See the line over there? We crossed it. Anyway.
It's over. No going back.
There's no going back.
Sorry, Disney.
Get your paper towel. There's no
Sorry, Disney.
Yeah. No!
But, so, renowned author Josh Malerman. Do you know him?
Mallerman?
Malerman.
I do not.
Malerman.
I'm unfamiliar with this Malerman man.
He has confirmed that Netflix is currently developing a sequel. Get ready. To Bird Box.
What?
Yes. Yes. Have you never watched Bird Box?
Yes, I have. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I thought it was total shit.
Oh, really, man? I thought
did.
it was pretty good. I
hated
mean, I thought it was okay. But
I
think
love Sandra Bullock too, and I hated that movie.
But he's developing a sequel to Bird Box, which is going to
Did you like Bird Box?
I thought it was okay. I thought it was. I didn't think it was a complete shit movie.
Did you watch Quiet Place?
Yes, now that.
I thought Bird Box was a total ripoff of Quiet Place. Quiet Place was like this sweet, like original thing
right.
that just came about.
You can't mess with John.
And then
John
Bird Box was
Krasinski.
like, oh, they can't make any noise. Let's just make a new one, and they have to cover their eyes.
You can't mess with John Krasinski. You can't do it.
I feel like that movie like really
But
didn't feel good.
But for all of you out there who are Bird Box fans,
some people liked it.
Some people liked it. Netflix is developing a sequel, and it's going to be based on his upcoming follow-up novel titled Mallory.
Ooh.
And Mallory will apparently take place several years after the events of Bird Box and feature returning characters and the same
Sandra Bullock?
crazy-ass monsters. Possibly.
Oh, wow.
Possibly. So,
Will the sequel be called Bird in a Box?
that would be cool. I would have went with that instead of Mallory, but
Oh, that's the name of it is Mallory?
Yeah, the name of it is Mallory.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, but I had that little tidbit of information.
Yeah, good.
So, because all of them out there may be, some of them may be.
The entire world loved Bird Box, but me, except for me. Por todo el mundo es no me.
Yeah, no bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
I'm working on my Spanish. I'm working on my Spanish.
Ever since that devil thing from the last.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's Corey's Spanish. Absolutely.
Speedy Gonzalez, man.
Uncle Pecos.
Get to the burrow.
Crambo.
But be on the lookout for that. Obviously, I don't know if I think he's gonna drop his novel first, and then Netflix is gonna take it and run with it. So if you were a fan of the novel, you're probably like this, and maybe Netflix's Mallory won't be shit. So that's all I have for that. So be on the lookout for that. I think Kendall said he has one more thing.
Yeah, I have one more thing, and
Okay.
I don't have a lot of information on it. It's just something that I found that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So regarding movies, and the COVID-19 situation, the market, and the movie theaters have been closed, so the market for people watching movies at home has skyrocketed.
Yes.
So they have now been keeping a list of the most watched movies at home, and Trolls World Tour has been. This news is not about Trolls World Tour, but Trolls World Tour has been the #1 movie watched. Has been the top movie watched at home, by like far.
Wow.
But anyway, there's a second movie that just
Trolls 2.
that just jumped. No. But there's a second.
Coming in third, Trolls 1. I'm sorry,
Mutilated.
The
Mutilated trolls. Anyway,
Go ahead.
so the second spot was Yellowstone.
Dude.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about that show.
Yeah, have you?
Yes.
So something jumped Yellowstone to #2 on the most watched at home.
What is it?
And I seen it, and I was like, I don't know what that is. So naturally, I researched it, and it sounds like a movie that I would really enjoy.
What is it?
And I'm going to watch it. It's called The Outpost.
The Outpost.
Have you heard or seen anything about this?
I don't believe
Me
so.
neither. Except for this. So anyway, The Outpost features Orlando Bloom.
Ooh.
First time I've seen him in ages in a movie. He's bald.
What?
It's an action drama movie. It's an army movie.
Okay.
And it looks like
So he's a jarhead.
he's Jarhead.
Okay.
It features Orlando Bloom as the main character, and the secondary main character is Scott Eastwood, Clint Eastwood's son.
Yeah.
And he has played in nothing but total shit movies. But he has slowly over his beginning of his career, slowly gotten into some good movies in a very minor role.
Right.
But I think this is another one of his movies where he's kind of crept into sort of a more lead role.
Mm-hmm.
And I like him. I really like Scott Eastwood. I think he's a good actor.
Yeah,
I think he's
absolutely.
It's just tough living in the shadow of Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, because I think that's probably why he's been in such shit movies, is because he probably doesn't want to follow in the footsteps of his dad.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And Clint Eastwood told him that he would never ever get him a spot on any of his movies.
Right.
So because
right.
he wanted him to earn it.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool.
That's respectable.
But it's from Clint Eastwood, and he looks just like the son of a bitch. I mean, it's unbelievable. But anyway, he's a handsome guy. But anyway, him and Orlando Bloom, they're soldiers. They're in this like army camp that's in the direct center of a valley, and it's surrounded by mountains, and it's about the Taliban. And basically the soldiers are there at this camp in the middle, like it's like a circle of mountains.
Okay.
But down in the middle is this soldier camp. And they're there to mediate between the people and the Taliban.
Oh shit!
So they're there to figure out who's Taliban, who's not, so that they can tell the other forces, and then they will come and deal with the Taliban.
Okay.
So anyway, they're there to do that, and they get ambushed from all sides. So they have to sort of take back their army base in the middle of this valley. And Orlando Bloom is the lead character. You see the pictures of him and Scott Eastwood I've got?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it looks good, man. It looks good. Anyway, the premise of the movie was really intriguing to me because I like army movies. But anyway, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to go watch it this weekend.
Full Metal
And by
Jacket.
go watch it, I mean leave this room and go in the next one.
Yeah.
And watch it. But anyway, yeah, The Outpost.
The Outpost.
So if you haven't already seen it, go check that out. Let me know how it is.
Let's check it out.
If you see it before I see it, let me know if it's total shit so that I don't waste my time. Oh, and one more thing about movies.
Yeah.
I have been going... You got anything else?
No. That's all I have.
I've been really wanting to do some like movie reviewing stuff, like movie review stuff.
Yes.
And it's something maybe we can talk about it later.
Yes, I'd love to do that.
Anyway.
And I like the addition. I think Kendall had said that we will probably add a comic book section to our agenda for the podcast. So, and I think that would be really good because there's always comic book news.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely. Even when the theaters are closed.
Even when the theaters are closed. So, and I know that there's probably a lot of you, our Outcast listeners, viewers, who love comic books just as much as we do.
Exactly.
So, we're gonna add that as well as movie reviews.
Exactly.
Because, you know.
And so I've been wanting to go back and like hit an entire series
of
movies.
Yeah.
And I know we kind of ventured sort of not away from it, but there just hasn't been any for us to talk about. Horror movies. The
only horror movies I've been watching lately is we have been watching the entire Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, except for the reboot.
You didn't watch the reboot?
I watched it and it was shit.
Really?
So yeah,
you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
I enjoyed the reboot.
Didn't like it. He looked like a turtle.
He did look like a turtle. But I like that guy. I like him.
Yeah, he's cool. If I'm not mistaken, he's the same guy that's in.
Yeah, he's Rorschach in The Watchmen.
That and what was it with Johnny Depp? Dark Shadows.
Yeah, Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
Wow, that is such a vague, strange reference to him. He's in so many other movies.
He is. I know.
Anyway, but
that's one of my favorite movies.
So I've been going back and watching the Hellraiser series from the beginning.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
I did not realize how fucking many of those movies.
How many are there?
Dude, it's like...
Is it like 10, 11?
I think it's like 11,000.
It's
11,000. It's unbelievable. But Pinhead has always been one of my favorite like horror icons.
Right.
So, how many of those movies have you seen?
Like one.
I would love in our next episode if we could talk a little bit about like some of our favorite horror icons and the best versions of their and the best movies in their series.
Yeah, when we get to the movies segment,
for sure,
we can probably add in a little section in there where we talk about just our favorite movies and
for sure,
horror movies, stuff like that.
Yeah, and I specifically want to know about horror icons and stuff from you.
Oh, so, really?
Aside from Chucky. I mean, I know you like Chucky. We've established that. The good boys.
The good boys. Diablo.
Bit of information. Corey sleeps with dolls.
Yes.
Killer dolls.
Killer dolls. I actually, on my shelf, have some of the Puppet Master dolls.
Ooh, I've been wanting to go back and watch those movies too, and I think I'm going to give up on Hellraiser at some point because the movies they consistently get shittier and shittier and shittier.
Yeah, so I'd love for us to talk about Puppet Master on one episode because I thought it was a really good series. Man.
Yeah, for sure. I don't really know that much about it because I haven't watched them all.
Yeah,
but there's as far as Hellraiser is concerned, I'm on number 6 right now. Jesus. I'm on Hellraiser 6. I think it's called Hellraiser Hellseeker. That's the name of the movie.
Got you. I'm surprised it wasn't called
And they have the dumbest names for these movies.
Hellraiser, the sixth one.
They're awful. They're awful names for the movies. Anyway.
Hellraiser, number 10.
Yeah. They're such 80s and 90s movies. But anyway.
Retro Razor.
Big Head. Ballpoint Man. But anyway,
Woo,
I've been going back and watching those. And I've been having a good time.
Yeah,
And it's been destroying my girlfriend because she cannot stand it. Because every 5 minutes in those movies, there's someone like getting their skin ripped off or something. And
I need to go back and rewatch the first one so that we can talk about it.
Exactly. The first 4 are phenomenal.
After that, it kind of starts teetering off a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first 4 are phenomenal. Anyway.
I think that's about it. That's all I have for movies.
You want to get the paper out?
The paper?
Yeah, and wrap this bad boy up.
Wrap it up, bitch.
Wrap it up, bitch. I'm late for sleep, bitch. I'm late for class, bitch.
But you're late for the Outerverse Podcast, bitch.
What about, you want to do some shout-outs?
Yeah, I actually have a little small list of shout-outs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you kick it off.
No, you kick it off, bitch. I'm not falling into your traps again, Corey.
Okay, so,
He pretends to be so nice. Oh, no, you do it. You do it. Knowing that I don't have anything to offer this podcast today.
I love how, like, last episode you were like, no, Corey, I do not have any video game news.
And he knew that. We had just talked about it. He just wanted to make a public example of me. Jackass.
I love you, too.
Bitch.
I love you, too, man.
Jackass. All right, anyway. Shout outs.
I wanted to shout out our good buddies over at the Rob and Slim Show. They've given us a lot of support here lately. I don't know if you've noticed. They've been retweeting a lot of our stuff. And
Rob and Slim, I still have you underneath my laptop.
He's got you right here.
I got your sticker, bros.
I've got you right here, man.
I got your sticky wiki right here.
I've got you right here. And he actually watched episode 5 and saw that we were repping his sticker.
Heck
yeah. So he was
I've been repping it this whole time. You just didn't know it.
Yeah,
I keep it underneath my laptop because you guys were the foundation of our supporters, and I want you to be at the ground level.
Kendall thought about that shit for a long time.
I actually left it underneath there, and then had to come up with that. Yeah,
some deep level thinking, man,
to make it sound cool.
But I want to give a shout out to our buddies at the Rob and Slim Show. If you haven't checked, if you haven't checked them out, if you haven't checked them out, definitely do so. We love them, and we can't thank them enough for the support that they've given us. And they've actually, Kendall told us again that they plan on having us on their show. They have us booked.
It's gonna be fun
for August. Yes, absolutely. They have us booked to be on their show in August. So thank you guys so much, Rob and Slim.
I can't wait.
Thank you guys. We love you, man.
We do.
We love you. So
we lovest thou.
We lovest thou.
Deeply.
But you have a shout out or two, or
you want to hear it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to shout out to. I'm kidding. I don't have any shout outs. Oh no, I want to shout out Corey for posting this god awful picture of me on Twitter. I look like a freaking jackass. But apparently, like, it appears that that's the most retweeted photo tweet that we have is a dumbass looking picture of me.
They love you, man.
I guess so.
They love you.
I guess so, but you don't know it. But you're next, buddy. You're next, buddy. We both have the Twitter login. You're next, motherfucker.
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready. So,
speaking of I'm ready, last week we said something in the podcast that made me laugh, and I listened to it like 28 times in the car. And I said something about, I don't remember what we were talking about, but I said something like, you ready for it? And you said, I'm... What did you say?
I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about? You said...
you're talking about.
It was so funny. I said, oh, God, I want to remember it. He said,
you have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and listen to it. It reminded me of it. We'll let you just say.
Was it last week's episode?
Yeah, it was last week's episode.
I'll find it and make a clip of it so we can post it.
It's so funny. It's really weird.
That'll be our next episode clip that we upload.
Sure.
And that's something else, too. All of you guys really seem to like the clips.
Yeah, the clips are funny.
The little clip that I made.
Clip-a-rooskies.
They thought that was really cool. So I'm going to keep doing that.
Oh, I remember it now.
Oh, shit.
I said something about, I got some sweet, sweet hot scoops. And you said something, and you said, give it to me. I want it. And I said, how bad do you want it? And you said, oh, I want it very badly. And I said, ooh. But the way you said it, I want it very badly.
I want it very badly.
It just killed me. It killed me. Anyway, I digress. Who do you got some shout out for?
I have one last shout out to a couple of my homies. Couple of the home slices. Couple of the home slices that I work with. BG.
BG. Biggity good and nasty.
Biggity good and nasty. Also goes by B Jizzle.
B Jizzle. Can I opt out of calling him that?
Absolutely.
I don't know how big he is, and I don't want to call him B Jizzle when I meet him in person.
It's okay because I do not call him that.
Okay, good.
He just wanted to be called that. So,
all right.
Taylor, thank you. Thank you, Taylor, for the support.
Shout out to Taylor.
Thank you to Eric. Thank you for the support, and my buddy Cam.
Shout out to Cam.
And so thank you.
You work with Cam Newton?
Cam Newton, dude.
Holy shit, dude, that's crazy.
So those are my homies. A couple of my homies I work with, and they have been giving us a lot of support. So thank you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Oh, I do have a shout out.
Sure.
I'd like to give a shout out to my new cat.
Hell yes.
Her name is Katniss
Everdeen.
And yeah, it's the dumbest name I've ever heard. But it's okay though.
Yeah,
we love her, and
absolutely.
she's a bit feisty.
Yeah.
And the lady that we got her from had really bad allergies, and they just kept getting worse. So she was raised as a kitten in the same home for 7 years. So anyway, she's in a new place for the very first time, so she's a little skittish.
She'll get there.
Bats is messing with her constantly. And she can't get some space.
New addition to the family, man.
Yeah, so she's here with us now, and she's chilling.
Hell yeah. But that's I think that's gonna be about it.
That's gonna be it.
What do you think, man?
Just one more time, I want to reiterate that next weekend we will not be having an episode.
Yes.
You can have your own Outerverse episode in your bedroom
by watching
a rerun of the Outerverse podcast.
Yes, absolutely. Go back and watch the pilot, because for some reason that seems to be our most viewed episode.
Exactly. Probably because it's 30 minutes.
Probably.
Nobody wants to listen to us that long.
Probably. Well, I don't know.
Maybe,
I don't know. But yes, we will not be talking to you guys next weekend.
I'll be talking to you guys via Twitter and
stuff.
Yeah,
we'll still be talking to you on social media, but as far as the podcast goes...
Yeah, and if you have any news or suggestions or anything like that, feel free to tweet us. You can use hashtag podcast, or what am I talking about? What the I said you can use hashtag Outerverse or hashtag the Outerverse.
Yes, you can also follow us on Instagram too,
at
the Outerverse Podcast. So,
and you can also send us an email at theouterversebiz with a Z.
Yep, it'll be
theouterversebiz.
Yep, I'm gonna, for all the YouTube people, I'm pointing. We'll put it on there. Yeah,
here.
So right there. Yep.
We'll put it on there for you at gmail.com. You can email us your questions, thoughts, or
you'll also be able to find the links in the description of this episode as well. So
whatever your heart is feeling.
Absolutely. And we mention it all the time. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Pandora, iHeartRadio. You can find YouTube. Yeah. You can find us everywhere.
Wherever your podcasts are streamed.
Yes. Just like I say it all the time, just do a Google search.
If there's any voice acting agencies out there now,
I
am looking for employment.
Absolutely.
I want to eat food.
Not you, Disney.
Not you, Disney. We've already gone too far.
But I think that's going to be about it, guys.
We'll wrap it up.
We'll be talking to you... What date is that? I don't even know what date that'll be.
I don't know, but it'll be the weekend after next.
It'll be the weekend after next. So we won't see you next weekend, but we'll see you the weekend following that weekend.
All right, guys.
So, so this has been a fun episode. So you guys... be safe out there. We love you.
We love you.
Love you.
We'll see you week after next.
We'll see you the week after next. So we will see you then, and have a good one.